Surveillance cameras are supposed to make you feel safe somehow, but what if it captures sinister and horrifying situations that you wished you never saw? You probably regularly check your surveillance footage, and you will probably see clips that are as confusing and odd as what you are about to see in this video. You might know what Dobby looks like because he was a famous character in Harry Potter, and he seemed to make an appearance in the first clip that I will be sharing with you. Vivian was residing in Colorado, and one night in 2019, the CCTV camera in her house caught this peculiar creature. When it was uploaded online, almost everyone noticed something in particular, and that this creature resembles Dobby. There are also people that concluded that this could just be the son of the owner dancing around with an underwear on his head. Well, that theory is kind of plausible, but the way the creature moved does not look like a dance movement. Even Vivian said that it was not her son because they even watched the footage together, and they were both bewildered with what they have seen. As the Hernandez family was having a chill night, Mr. Hernandez suddenly saw something outside of their window. He witnessed a white, blurry figure that seemed to be running fast on the road. That made all of the people in their house curious, so they decided to look at what it could possibly be. His wife was not able to see it when Mr. Hernandez noticed it, but when they watched the security footage, they all saw what Mr. Hernandez thought was just a hallucination. Their whole family believed right away that it was a ghost because there is no other possible explanation to what this thing is. They also said that it was probably someone in their neighborhood that died a few years ago. Could this be a person that is running so fast, or was this really a ghost? This next footage that you're about to see made an appearance to the internet in 2006. This footage captured a suspect vehicle that drove through a fence in Garden City, Georgia. The situation was caught by a dash cam of the police car. As you can see, the car in the front was swerving off the road, and then it suddenly vanished out of nowhere. When the police car turned to the direction of the car, they were only welcomed by the fence, and the car was not in sight. Of course, a lot were curious as to what could have possibly transpired, and some of them even said that the car might have gone underneath the fence. There are still questions that are unanswered though. The car could have gone underneath, but the footage did not show any possibility that it happened. There should also be damage in the fence if the car went through it. The next one happened in an antique shop in the UK. Places like this usually have weird things going around. When Daniel opened up their antique shop, he found a 60s rocking horse on the floor. He immediately reviewed the surveillance camera to know what happened and why it was there. As you can see, there are orbs floating around the frame until the rocking horse falls on its own. Daniel even stated that it was not the only strange thing that had happened in the store. If you particularly do not like clowns, you might find the next clip disturbing. If you remember that in 2016, clowns made an appearance all over the internet, and they were causing so much horror on the streets. There were even reports in the US that these things were already happening as early as 2014. Florida is probably the place that experienced the worst from these clowns. There were a lot of recordings that showed what happened in the Springfield neighborhood. Hopefully they were just playing around, but what if some of them are really out there to hurt innocent people? The image that you will see is from Reddit. The person that posted this picture had a caption that read, "Got a notification from my smart home app in the middle of the night saying your doorbell detected a visitor." Obviously, it caused a buzz, and lots of people replied to this thread. Just by looking at this person can give me the creeps. Some people did not believe it, but the uploader of the photo even posted the notification he was talking about. Up next is footage of the disappearance of Lars Metank. This happened in 2014 when Lars was in Bulgaria, and he ruptured his eardrum because of a fight. Because of this, his return home was delayed without knowing that things are getting even worse than a delay. He was seen on one of the CCTV in the airport before he disappeared. His mother pointed out that he was acting strange and even made a claim that he was probably being followed, which caused him to act like that. One of the airport doctors said that he heard Lars saying that he did not want to die. As you can see, he looks like he was in panic and seems to not know where and what he is going to do. His mom is still helpful until now, even though it has been years without progress in his case. Ursula and Sabina Eriksson are twins, and they were captured in a CCTV camera when they were walking in the middle of the highway. Apparently, both of them jumped onto oncoming vehicles a few times, which caused damage to both the cars and the girls. Ursula was badly hurt, but Sabina was released. Later on, she continuously stabbed a man until he died. According to reports, there were no substances in their systems, so it was possible that it was caused by shared psychosis. The next one is about the murder of Missy Beaver. This transpired on April 18, 2016. Missy, who was a fitness instructor, was murdered in a dance studio of a church in Midlothian, Texas. In the hopes of solving the case, the police released the CCTV footage of the things that could possibly be related to the death of Missy. The footage revealed a man that seemed to be scanning the area where Missy was killed. It was so strange that this man is likely the killer, but they are still not certain who this man could be. You might be familiar with this last footage. This is of Eliza Lamb, who showed weird behavior before her strange death. What happened made it to the headlines. Comment your thoughts down below, and if you want to see more clips of unthinkable truths, then Unsolved Nightmares will give you more content related to this one. So make sure to subscribe to this channel right away and hit that like button.